so ready for the beach, baby. Let's get it.
That's us now in country number 6 on Peru's coastline for the first time. We've spent the last 2 years driving from Bolivia, the most southern country in Latin America that sells tuk-tuks, to the bottom of Argentina to begin the multi-year, 23-country journey to the top of Alaska. I knew this wasn't going to be easy, but recovering from an almost trip-ending accident in Brazil and being denied countless times to leave again in our new Bolivian tuk-tuk was a living nightmare. Since then, we've driven 500 of the 1,600 kilometers to Lima, where we'll begin the huge modifications to make Tori the fastest and safest tuk-tuk to ever exist. This is the three-wheel dream.
What a day, what a day. We're currently leaving the hostel behind me now. Street side, for the first time in a long time. I'm not living in a jacket. Last episode, we climbed down to about 1,500 meters altitude here. Okay, that's a big boy. That's a horse, Miss Putz. Okay. All right, you had your fun. Here's the garage right here. They call them cochera in Peru. This is where we parked the car overnight.
Desde aquí hasta Hilo, hasta la costa, hay policía paradas, ¿no? Bien.
The reason I'm so hung up on whether there's police in our route is I still haven't been able to buy insurance since it's a Bolivian imported vehicle.
They're everywhere, these three-wheel beasts. Leave Makewa now. How good. With the potential to maybe have police on the road. Maybe there is, maybe there's not. We'll see how it goes, but in Peru, I'm listening to the sad Spanish song. In Peru here, it's almost definitely illegal to drive a tuk-tuk on highways. We still haven't had a police checkpoint to find out though. We've just been able to avoid them so far. So good. Oh my God, mi corazón, mi corazoncito. Aquí pensando que ibas a volver, y antes de besar yo.
I'll save you from all that to show you that this was the view of me leaving the city, which is why I absolutely had to get the drone out.
Truly another positive thing is now we're at a lower altitude. The tuk-tuk is running so much smoother. It's just holding a nice 55, 60 kilometers an hour on flats. Motor's got idle speed. It doesn't switch off if I just stop for a sec. It's quite nice. It's a nice change. I'm almost sweating as well from the heat, and I'm grateful for it. So we're still dropping more altitude today, right to sea level. And I'll be deserving of that soon, I think, by the time we get there. How good. Keen. Let Paddy run on the beach. We'll see what type of beach Peru has. That's all that what traveling is about, eh? Get to know it with my own 2 eyes, 2 feet. How nice. So far, just desert farmlands as we come out of the city, but yeah, this is probably what the next 100 kilometers is going to be towards the coastline. Look at how the scenery has changed. Oh my days. Soil, rocks, desert, landscape, Peru. What are you doing? You've just, in the last 4 episodes, you've had 4 different biomes. We've had mountain Alps, rolling hills, green shrubbery, and now desert. All right then. What are you saying? You like the heat, Miss Putz? I think she definitely prefers it. Her short hair is more built for this type of weather. That's nice. I don't think the camera's doing it justice. My eyes are seeing some absolute madness. This is honestly just like a really long road trip, you know? In a kind of unsuitable vehicle. And you guys come with me, right? So we need good music, need bangers. Oh, I just died in your arms tonight. Come on. Something to say. Died in your arms. No sad songs, come on, Ryan. What are you reminiscing about? You're living the dream. You gotta go with Peru, baby.
Good sit. Break. Righto, get some sun. This is what it's saying. This here was once like a shop of some sort. It looks like it's been closed for a bit. And it's kind of become a dump. Wowzers. That's insanity. Desert, dunes for as far as the eye can see. Nice to just take it all in. It's one of those days, I think. It's just not a lot going on. I want to get to the ocean, I want to swim, but apart from just highway driving, that's just how it's gonna be.
This is what I wanted, a roadside little stop off to get a refreshment of some sort in the desert. Like, look, doesn't this look... No puedo grabar. ¿Saltaba? ¿Qué significa?
Que nos han robado.
¿Ah?
Que nos han robado.
Robado. ¿Quién es robando?
Los venezolanos, así, por eso no permitimos que graben.
Okay, no voy a grabar. Out front of the mini market, we got just a 2-liter bottle of water just to stay hydrated. He just said like you can't film. Too many Venezuelans are robbing our supermarket, so we're leaving. That was a weird vibe, but we still supported his local business. Yeah! For 1,000 years, I make blood from your tears. Got the indicator on. We're going right. Now, well, you can see that sign, but we're going Hilo, and that's getting us off the main highway. So that was a bit of a hectic highway, probably the most dangerous maniac most hectic. There's a lot of trucks on that highway, you know, so it's good that we got off that. We're going to the coast. That way goes to Tacna, and then further on a bit you get to Chile. So we'll eventually be going kind of that way one day in the near future after the modifications, but this is the coast route, and then we're going to Lima, Peru, the capital city. Oh yeah, feeling good.
This almost looks like the worst case scenario. Hat on, tools out, on the side of the highway in the middle of nowhere, but it's for a good reason. We've got this little mud flap. Why does a tuk-tuk have mud flaps? I've got no idea, but with the wind that we got today and the speed of the highway, it's just flapping and flicking and really scaring Paddy. So the reason we stopped off is I just have to remove it.
Watching these clips back, I can't help to laugh. I'm so unequipped in the tool department since leaving all my stuff in Brazil that this, along with the bare minimum bits and bobs the tuk-tuk comes stock with, is literally all I have.
So that's the mud flap there. I took it off on my last tuk-tuk as well. The mechanics back in Bolivia, because there's a couple of things back there, right? Mechanics definitely weren't happy that I did that, but not flapping about. No point scaring a little one back there.
Dust in the wind. Just like that, no flapping. How good. Also, for the first time ever, how well can you see that? There's a SIM card ad on the side of a dune. Like, it's not a billboard. They've just stuck rocks up there and almost cemented it on the side. The Claro is the SIM card post. That's wild. Everybody wants to rule the world. It's the vibes that I feel, knowing that the tolls in Peru as well are free. Holy smokes, what a sight for sore eyes. And there's waves out there. Nice, gorgeous white beach. Wow, in the sand dunes and then a bit of ocean. I haven't seen that in so long, since Rio de Janeiro, ladies and gentlemen. That's why it's just seeing the ocean every now and then. I've been in a couple of landlocked countries, just Bolivia really, but I've been there for so long. Pina coladas. Just getting a bit of gas. Por la playa también.
¿Sí?
¿Cómo para llegar? Lo más lindo.
Acá, a la derecha.
Allá es playa bonita. Ok, voy por allá entonces. At least we're gonna make it. It's all compacted sand.
Radio, eh? We're just leaving Patty in the tuk-tuk back there. The sand's way too hot, and I know that she won't get in the water, so I really don't want her to come down, but it's a sunny day. There's a couple of little tents that get set up and have cars under them, little shade cloths. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I left Patty back there, because this is a bit of a hectic drop. A lot of seashells and stuff.
Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! They did say it was gonna be a bit chilly. It is. But it's like, on a day like this, that's really refreshing. All the way in a tuk-tuk to the coastline of Peru. Country number 6. Oh, it's freezing actually. I'm gonna dunk in and then I'll leave the camera on the side. That's a wave. Oh, frick. Almost got the camera wet there. I'm gonna leave it on the side now. Enjoy it for me. That's epic. I missed the ocean, I didn't realize. Welcome to Peru, ladies and gentlemen. How good. Miss Pats, where are you? There you are. Thanks for letting me enjoy that. That was really, really nice. Wow, wow, wow. I'll open the door. If you want to get out, you can. You can jump back in if you want. I always leave it up for you. You want to jump out? You can.
Yeah, that was really nice. So Ilo is looking like quite a big town. Now that we're all salty, and we've done quite a bit of driving for the day, I reckon we might go back to the town, see what it's saying, and then maybe even stay. So yeah, what do you guys reckon as well? Is this salt on the tuk-tuk gonna affect the like rust issue, or like do I have to clean it, or is that fine? You alright, Miss Putz? You okay? Do you want to jump back in? There you go. You're good. You had your water, you had to run around. So she knows that's her little place. She's can go back and forth whenever she likes. Alright, just checking out the ocean. We're heading into town now. What the f? Oh my god. Crossed over the last second. Weird town in the middle of nowhere, kind of just on the coast. Come off the dunes and then here we go. A hotel here on our right. Looks like it has a garage though, we'll check it out. You're so excited? No, no, no. Off the bags, please. Relax, relax. How good? We're in luck. The owner came out. He was charging us a fair price. He accepts dogs, just said he had to get the cleaning done. So I think we're gonna find some lunch first. For now we're following this guy in front. He had a different accent than the Peruvian accent, so I don't know where he's from, but he's taking us to check out another hotel. There we can compare the price, because I just want to find a cheap place to really pass the night. And then he knows a cheap spot as well for lunch, so following the man on the scooter right now. Tienes razón, perfecto. ¿Dónde sos?
Yo soy de Colombia.
De Colombia.
Bogotano.
Qué bien, necesito conocer. Voy en ese vehículo.
Puede llegar sin un mes.
Pues ¿ya comiste almuerzo?
Pues si me invita al almuerzo se lo recibo con gusto.
Sí, 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 ven, vamos. He's helping me out, I'll take him, I'll invite him to lunch. Yeah, look at this town, ladies and gentlemen. This is a weird spot, I can't lie. So, ¿cómo están, amigos? Tengo un cochecito y una perrita grande. Ella es muy educada, va a dormir en el piso. So don't disturb the dog, so. Cool. Decision made for us. We'll have lunch now. A tuk-tuk taxi ring, another one. It's so exciting to see. Just following Scooter Bro. Here's the restaurant, I believe. So,
He's basically a local here now. He knows the good spot.
Tendría segundita solo, lo que es asado de pollo, patita y revuelto.
¿Qué piensa?
Mira,
¿Comer aquí?
pues si te gusta,
Vamos, vamos.
Yo no, nada.
¿Cuál es tu nombre? Mi nombre es John Alexander. John Alexander. Brian, amigo.
Yo puedo dar asado de pollo con patita de maíz para comer.
fuera de eso, ¿qué tiene más?
Sí, perfecto. It's healthy, so that's perfect. So.
y esto es limonada, agua con limón.
Alright, like the lemon water with a bit of brown sugar. That's their lemonade, so nice. Just got the tuk-tuk parked up. Provecho, amigo, provecho. So this is like the chicken with peanut sauce. That's what we got. So it tastes really, really good. And he was just telling me how we got to Peru, because it's crazy. Cuéntame, ¿cómo llegaste aquí?
¿Y usted traduce ahí?
Ajá.
Bueno, no por problemas familiares, por problemas que no podía solucionar. Llegué en moto lineal,
Ajá.
una Sumo 250. De Bogotá arranqué el 1 de marzo y llegué acá el 3 de abril del año pasado.
Qué bien, qué bien.
Durante todo el tiempo, solo la maleta y ¿cómo le llaman ustedes? El cambuche.
Ajá.
No me quedaba en hotel por la misma razón de que no podía de pronto para echarle combustible a la moto.
His story is crazier than mine. I'm just doing it comfortable, you know. Right now, even in hotels, this guy was just camping every day for 30 days to go from Colombia through Ecuador to arrive to Peru. So, nice. It's solid, man. Gracias. Un gusto, amigo. Un gusto. Nice little restaurant. Feed. Plenty of tuk-tuk locals pulled up. So that's where the taxi drivers are having their lunch, so you know it's good. So it's obviously a very solo journey, so it's just nice to have a bit of socialization and help a man out. So he's a foreigner as well, he's traveling, he's in a different country that's not his, so just shout him a literal like $2.50 lunch after he showed me a good spot. Happy days. It's a purple tuk-tuk. That as well as a tough life. All the tuk-tuks, they get in line and they line up, and the person who's at the front of the line gets to take the passenger that arrives at the tuk-tuk ranks. So I'm very fortunate for what we get to do. Yeah, they're hard workers out here, Peru, Latin America in general. So everybody's just doing their thing to make ends meet, and even for me, even the exchange rate, some things are like Australia and would be US prices for things here in Peru. Like right now we're just heading back to the hotel, stay the night, have a sleep in the new bed that we bought her in the last episode, and we'll get some editing done, hey? We like that. Bit of routine, bit of hectic travel, bit of just chilling out in a comfortable spot. And for now it's going well, where in each episode you're seeing a slow progression. When we finally arrive to the capital city of Peru, we're gonna have to stay there 2 to 3 months. I'm gonna have some backlogged amount of content, which is what I'm gonna be editing while I'm in Lima, and that's gonna keep me busy because I don't like to do nothing. But as well, my family's gonna be coming, gonna be filming a little bit more content outside of Lima as well. So it just might not be with the tuk-tuk, but the mechanics are gonna need the tuk-tuk with them for quite a bit of time. So yeah, that sign saying Makewa, which is where we started the episode, was only 90 kilometers away. It's like, it feels like we went a fair distance, but in reality, it was just a chill, easy day.
Just like that.
Voy a usar. Gracias.
Yeah. ¿Es tu toalla, papel?
Ah, me encantaría. So that was what we paid. We just got a simple bedroom, and that's gonna be like, yeah, it's like 12, 13 USD. I'm still getting the hang of the prices in Peru here. Gracias, señor. Gracias. So this is the bedroom. I'm really getting used to these Peruvian hotels, damn it. So, you just checking out the room. Well, that was a big day, so we did well. Got to swim in the coast like we left Makewa saying, so that was a good day, big day. Call it there. What a day, what a day. Yeah, big guy, my spots.
Join us on the three-wheel dream next Sunday as our attempts to avoid the Peruvian police with local advice fails and we face the checkpoint without our SOAT and insurance.